Hello, welcome to everybody for today's chemistry class. In last class, you learned about physical properties of metals. In last class, you learned about what is meant by metal, some examples for metals, what is the position of metals in the periodic table, and various types of physical properties of metals. In today's class, you will learn about physical properties of non-metals. Physical properties of non-metals. First of all, we will see what is meant by non-metal. What is meant by non-metal? You know metal, the elements which have tendency to lose the electrons. The elements which have tendency to lose the electrons are called metals. In the same way, the elements which have tendency to gain of electrons are called non-metals. What are non-metals? The elements which have tendency to gain of electrons are called non-metals. In other words, non-metals are less electropositive elements. You know, more electropositive elements are metals. More electropositive elements are metals, whereas less electropositive elements are non-metals. Next one, not only these are less electropositive, you can say non-metals are more electronegative elements. Non-metals are more electronegative elements. Why? This one I will explain after this slide. You can see some examples for non-metals. So it is a diamond. So diamond is one of the form of carbon. So carbon is an example for non-metal. Carbon, boron, silicon, germanium, arsenic, antimony, phosphorus and sulfur. This yellow color powder, you know, it is a sulfur. So all these are examples for non-metals. Now you see this element fluorine. Atomic number of fluorine is 9. So its electronic configuration is 2, 7. That means it is nucleus. In K shell 2 electrons, in L shell 7 electrons. Here 2 electrons, here 7 electrons. How many electrons are there in the valence shell of this fluorine atom? How many electrons are there? 7 electrons. Is it stable? No. It needs 1 electron. It needs 1 electron. That means this fluorine atom is ready to gain 1 electron from other atoms. So that means it has more tendency to gain electron. After gaining this electron, this fluorine will become F minus. This fluorine will become F minus. That's why this non-metals are called electronegative elements because they acquire negative charge. One more example you take, sulfur Z is equal to 16. Sulfur Z is equal to 16. So what is the electronic configuration of sulfur? What is the electronic configuration of sulfur? 2, 8, 6. That means in nucleus, here 2 electrons are there in K shell, L shell 8, M shell 6. 2, 8, 6. In the valence shell, 6 electrons are there. If valence shell contains 8 electrons, then only it is stable. So still it needs 2 electrons. So it has a tendency to gain 2 electrons. After gaining 2 electrons, the sulfur will become S2 minus. So it acquires negative charge. So that's why these are called electronegative elements. Electronegative elements. One more example is for non-metal chlorine. What is the atomic number of chlorine? 17. Electronic configuration is 2, 8, 7. So valence shell contains 7 electrons, but it is not stable. Still it needs 1 electron. After gaining that electron, this chlorine Cl will become Cl minus. So fluorine, sulfur, chlorine, carbon, these are examples for non-metals. Now we will move to physical properties of non-metals. First of all, we will see non-metals, malleability about non-metals. Non-metals are not malleable. Non-metals are not malleable, but they are brittle. What is meant by brittle? They can break easily. Like popped. So non-metals are not malleable. Non-metals cannot be drawn into sheets or wires, but because they break easily, because they are brittle. Example, sulfur and phosphorus are brittle solids. Next one is ductility. Non-metals are not ductile. Example, silicon, boron. Next one, density. Non-metals generally have low density. Just you compare with metals. Metals have more density, high density, whereas non-metals generally have low density. Next physical property, melting and boiling points. Non-metals have low melting and boiling points. Example, bromine is a liquid, fluorine is a gas. Generally, non-metals are liquids or gases. Some are solids also there, but gases also there, non-metals, gases and liquid. Bromine is a liquid. Next one is about hardness and softness. Non-metals are generally soft. Example, carbon. You can see here carbon and phosphorus. So, next one is about conductor of heat and electricity. Non-metals are generally bad conductors of heat and electricity. Non-metals are generally bad conductors of heat and electricity. Iodine is a bad conductor of electricity. Neon is a bad conductor of electricity. Here one exceptional case is there. That one I will explain now. There are some exceptional cases in the physical properties of metals and non-metals. First of all, we will see about electrical conductivity. What you learned about electrical conductivity? Non-metals are bad conductors of heat and electricity. Non-metals are non-conductors of heat and electricity. But you take carbon. That too, carbon exhibits allotropy. Same element carbon is available in nature in different physical forms. Carbon is available in nature in different physical forms. That phenomena is called allotropy. The existence of same element in different physical forms is called allotropy. For example, you take carbon, carbon exhibits allotropy. That means same element carbon occurs in different forms. One is diamond. Carbon is available in nature in two different physical forms, in the form of diamond and in the form of graphite. So this is the graphite. Not only diamond and graphite, coal, charcoal, lamp black, carbon black, animal charcoal, sugar charcoal. Okay, like this so many forms there. These forms are called allotropy, allotropes. It will come in carbon and its compounds chapter. In fourth chapter it will come. So carbon has so many allotropes. In that one form is graphite. One form is graphite. So carbon in the form of graphite is a good conductor of electricity, even though carbon is a non-metal. Carbon is non-metal, but it's one of the allotropic form. Graphite is a good conductor of electricity. So what is the one of the use of graphite? Graphite is used in lead pencils. Lead pencils contains the mixture of graphite and clay. The mixture of graphite and clay. Next is luster. Here also exceptionally there. In case of metals, what you learned already, metals are lustrous. Metals have shining surface. Metals are lustrous. Non-metals are non-lustrous. But iodine is a non-metal. Iodine is a non-metal which is lustrous. Iodine is a non-metal which is lustrous, having shining surface just like metals. It is also one exceptional case in the lustrous property. Next one is hardness and softness. What you learned about hardness and softness? Metals are generally hard, non-metals are soft, and metals are hard, non-metals are soft. But here in metal cases, alkali metals, what are alkali metals? I already told here one alkali metal is there, lithium. One alkali metal here it is there, lithium. What about other one? Sodium, Na, potassium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium, francium. Lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium, francium. These are called alkali metals. These are metals but soft metals. These are metals but soft metals. You can cut these metals with knife like cake. So alkali metals are lithium, sodium and potassium are soft just like non-metals. It is one exceptional case. What you discussed in case of non-metals. Non-metals are soft. But you see here, carbon is a non-metal, but in the form of diamond. What is diamond? It is one of the allotrope of carbon. Carbon is available in the form of diamond, in the form of graphite, in the form of charcoal. All these are different physical forms of carbon. So one of the physical form of carbon is diamond. You know, diamond is very hard substance, extremely hard, just like metals, more than metals. Diamond is extremely hard, even though it is non-metals. So these are exceptions. Non-metals are soft, but diamond is hard. Metals are hard, but alkali metals are soft. So these are the some exceptional cases. So it is total physical properties of non-metals. Once again you recollect physical properties of non-metals. This sheet gives full information. You people learn and practice this sheet. It is very important for your examination. So non-metals may be solid, liquid or gases. Non-metals may be solid, liquids or gases. Now I will ask one question. What about the physical state of metals? All metals are solids except mercury. But in case of non-metals, three states there. Solids there, liquids there, gases there. You remember, liquid is only one liquid. Only one liquid. That is bromine. Bromine is a non-metal liquid. Metal liquid is mercury. Non-metal liquid is bromine. Gases are not only these three. Total 11 gases are there. Total number of gases are 11. So 11 gases I will tell now. Helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon, radon. You know noble gases 6 elements. Helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon and radon. That 6 gases plus these are 5 gases. What is this 5? Oxygen, hydrogen, nitrogen, chlorine and fluorine. Chlorine and fluorine. Cl2, chlorine gas, oxygen gas, hydrogen gas, nitrogen gas, plus 6 noble gases, helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon, radon. That 6 plus 5 total gases are 11. Total liquid is only one, that is bromine. So remaining non-metals are solids. So it is about physical properties of non-metals. We discussed only physical state. Second one, non-metals are generally soft. Non-metals are generally soft. But here exception is there. What is that exception? Yes, diamond. Except diamond. Diamond is the hardest natural substance. Next one, non-metals do not have luster. Exception is there. Except iodine crystals. Non-metals are not malleable. Non-metals are not ductile. Non-metals which are solids and liquids have low melting points. Non-metals which are solids and liquids have low boiling points. Non-metals are bad conductors of heat. Non-metals are bad conductors of electricity except graphite. Graphite is a non-metal but it is a good conductor of electricity. Non-metals are not sonorous. So you observe non-metals. In most of the cases came non. Not luster, not malleable, not ductile, low melting point, low boiling point, not good conductors of heat, not good conductors of electricity, not sonorous. So this is about physical properties of non-metals. In periodic table, where these non-metals located? Metals located on left hand side, non-metals located on right hand side. So it is about physical properties. Now in next class I will explain about chemical properties of metals. Okay, thank you.